metro in Moscow with Wild Bill Hickok. This is Red Square in Moscow, and that is the Kremlin, and I drove my bike the whole way here from Dublin. It's amazing to be here, swear to God. What used to be the heart of the Soviet Union, and when we were growing up in Ireland, the only thing you would ever hear about Russia was you would see tanks and planes and missiles all just running up along Red Square down towards St. Basil's Cathedral down there. It's mental to be here, I think, anyway. He lives here. He's been living here for 12 years. It doesn't faze him at all. That's how you know you've travelled a lot. You come to Red Square in Moscow, he's not fazed.
Can we go home and have coffee now, can we?
Yeah, he's a pain in his whole walking me around already. Every tourist who comes over from Ireland, he gets to take him into the Kremlin, so he's got a pure pain in his hole there. One of the major milestones of the trip complete, getting to Moscow. Everything up to this point, I suppose, has been relatively easy, but as you start to head east from here towards into Siberia, you're getting more and more into the unknown. So we're going to
let's hope he uploads it before he never comes back.
Exactly. I'll make sure all the stuff is in a safe place, just in case they find the body or the bike somewhere. The bike could be stolen, but they'll just find a set of my smelly underpants somewhere out in
those boots.
Yeah, nobody's gonna rob the boots. No one's gonna rob the boots. All around the place. The whole place is done up for the 65th anniversary of Russia beating Germany in World War II. Is it any bigger than the 64th, or is it just 65? They're making a big.
I think they're making it bigger every year.
Yeah, the whole place is done up in white and red, and then just red. I'd love to be here now on the 9th of May. I might need to make sure I'm in a good town.
Being a hero city, being Novosibirsk.
Novosibirsk. The metro stations are switching between this sort of really cool, ultra-modern, shiny, and then the last one was this unbelievably ornate. It was like walking through, I don't know, a candlelit park at night. Fucking magic. Man, this has been seriously long escalator. Seriously long. See over there, that ambulance? It's full with a dead guy who we just saw down in the metro station here. We're just driving on, everything's been beautiful. We saw the Kremlin, beautiful churches, parks, gorgeous looking women all over the place, and beautiful metro station. Then all of a sudden we're just coming up an escalator, and there's a dead guy with his head battered in on the side of the, not the street, but the, what do you call it, the fucking walkway, and he's just there. And these guys are bundling his body onto a sack like it was like it was a dead dog or something like that. Spit out, there's blood everywhere. Jesus. Here's the kind of the nasty piece of it that you don't often see. Then you just carted up and out of the place. And then you just come down the place here and there's people, they're playing classical music. I can't marry the two of them in my head right now. It's just so disturbing, it's unbelievable. The World War II equipment exhibition in Moscow, Moskva. Like some of those Jeeps looks they could go today, you know? The gas passenger car. Moscow's an unusual place. I think the city is somewhere between 15 and 20 million people, but it's encircled by a motorway called the MCAD, which is a 10-lane motorway. And people refer to where they live in Moscow by where they are on the MCAD. So if you're like, obviously 12 o'clock is north, 6 o'clock is south. So the other thing they refer to how they live is it's all high-rise apartments, and they were all built under, you know, Khrushchev or Brezhnev or, you know, Gorbachev. And what you can do there is you can turn around and say to somebody, I live in a Brezhnev 3-bedroom apartment at 4 o'clock in the MCAD, and everybody gets exactly who you are, where you live and how well you're doing for yourself, because accommodation is just ridiculously expensive there. But when I think about Moscow and I think about those 30 and 40 story high rises, well, maybe they're not, maybe they're 20 story high rises, and you know, the crush of all the people that were there on the tube and walking down through all the road networks, or think about New York City or Dublin rush hour traffic, and then I think about being here, and I mean, I understand why people need to live in a city, gotta earn money and all that sort of stuff. But if you had a choice right now to be sitting where you are now, or to pull up a camping chair and be sitting here looking at that, what would you choose? I'm at Bill Finn's house here in Moscow. Today I start hitting me solo, and I guess today is the day that I don't have any more trip crutches, if you know what I mean. You know, and obviously when you're going to England and Europe, there's no problem. But obviously when I left Slovakia, you leave Europe and you're into Ukraine and Russia. But I always knew I was coming to Moscow and Oriel and I'd have places to stay. But from this point forward, you know, it's east, 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 right? And the next time I'll see anything that even remotely resembles what I'm used to in terms of civilization or any of that sort of stuff, it's probably, you know, Alaska. But it's not like these aren't big developed towns that I'll see along the way as well, you know. I'm not saying I'm not travelling through, you know, I'm not travelling, we always used to say outer Mongolia, but actually I will be going to outer Mongolia as it happens. Yeah, but it's east, east, east now the whole way. Be happy once I get out of Moscow, you know, because I'll be out of the sprawl. From there we'll just see where we go. I got the heebie-jeebies big time. I'm on my own now, you know.